Hello. Well, this is a relatively short downtown match. It's only about 10, 12 minutes, something like that.
Attack the
Um,
tank
I
node.
wanted to post something I'd have a chance of finishing the upload before I get home tomorrow night, so I'd have a chance to play if I wanted to. And got a really good flood match, but it's about 25 minutes long. Goes well into overtime, and the upload is like 3 gigabytes, so I'll probably have to end up letting that run till about 1 or 2 in the morning. It'll probably take a good 20, 24 hours to actually upload it. Yeah, my internet is that slow. So I figured I'd do this one. This is a fairly recent match. It's from a few days ago. Features Ginger Suicide, who gets the top score on our team this time. We ended up with the team advantage on this by about 1 person at the end, and
Attack the center node.
I'm not really sure how it breaks down minute by minute, because it's really hard for me to keep track of that, because I keep forgetting to show the scoreboard and so on. But it definitely didn't go all our way, at least towards the beginning here. We were pushed back to our prime most of the time. There's a rabbit squirrel up there. He's later on gonna spend a lot of time in a tank, and it's thanks to him we were able to hold on to our prime for much of this. Right now we're just sort of doing what we can with what's available here.
Double kill.
I've got the ore.
Just barely hanging on. Well, center's down. I don't think I've noticed it, otherwise I'd probably be running out there to it. Yeah, I think I'm going for it. I've noticed there's a bender abandoned there. That's if I hadn't been carrying this orb, I probably would have grabbed it. But I can't just drop the orb just for that. I gotta make some use of it if I can. Unfortunately, I am able to cap here. There's a deemer that came right in. Alex P. Greek's deemer. I assume he's on blue. I'll have to check that, because it probably wouldn't have killed me if it would. Alright, and yeah, okay, that's about as far as we're going to get for a while. We're going to fight a little bit over center and then get driven back to our prime again. Okay, we do have the tank node. We're going to get a tank out here presently. And I'm going to blow that suicide and at least get 1 Avril into him and maybe a few rockets, but I'm going to have to chase him into the prime. Yeah, that missed with that Avril. Got a couple rockets into him there. Now I got to chase after him. And okay, he's down. But we got people still shooting at our prime here. And whip around this way, and because I figured there's somebody coming in on the other door. And now I see the guy behind me, so I gotta turn around and before he suicides into me, basically. Here's a couple more. Gonna use that speed break. I was trying to get both of them. I only got one of them. Still very worried about the prime, but I think at this point we might have the tank in there. Rabbit squirrel in the tank, possibly. Gonna try to get the center, throw the bomb on the center, get back into the man and try to kill the guy with the orb, but nope, that failed. But now we have rabbit squirrel in the tank holding down the prime, so that's pretty much what's gonna save us through much of this. I'm gonna manage to grab the nuke there. I'm not quite gonna get away with it in this vehicle. This vehicle just took one Avril, and I know that 1 more is going to kill it, so I had to jump out of that. Now I got to evade this guy before he can kill me, because he knows I got the nuke. Yeah, I pretty much managed to give him the slip. So once you get out of the way, it's pretty easy to jump out here and use it to take the center with it. But we're only going to hold on to it for about a second. It's going to get capped right, and I'm going to completely fail to hold on to it. Fortunately, that tank did not move. Well, fortunately or unfortunately, it's probably best that he did stay put in that case, since we had no momentum going forward at all. That our orb carrier, is that Ginger? Yeah, that's her. She's out there. but she needed to fall back a little bit because not enough support. Not for me, certainly. Sorry, Ginger. I'd love to support you, but you need to fall back. Yeah. Gotta fall back. Gotta fall back to a position. Use your firepower. Yeah, okay. No, there's Entrope there. I want to post this flood match from the flood match we got into after this. After this match, I switched sides and I'm playing against some of these people. And Entrope here was basically killing me over and over with shock combos and shit. And I hadn't noticed this before, but he's basically one of these players that can basically hit you every time with those things, and which is pretty annoying. Just barely gonna manage to grab the nuke there. Once again, it pays to have your game set up so that the lady will tell you when the nuke is up, so that you can get out there in time. Because if Lou had managed to get that nuke, that would have been very disastrous for us. So, you know, once again, even if you don't use the nuke, it's well worthwhile to grab it. Not going to last long in this vehicle. It's got a lot of damage. I'm just going to clear out a few of blue guys that are hanging around our prime. Not going to manage to get the orb carrier. Not a big deal though. We got a pretty good grip on center at this point. So we're starting to turn it around. Probably picked up a team advantage at this point. Not sure. I'd have to look at it to figure that out. There's Rabbit Squirrel. He's come out in the tank. I'm going to give him support with this vehicle. Not going to get out and heal him right away, but I'm going to save him from guys like that. Notice that I'm not going to finish off that mana. I'm going to let it sit there. I might even get out and claim it. Or maybe not. No, I'm a little busy for that right now. Still trying to protect that tank. The tank went forward. Once again, you got to fall back. You don't want to lose assets like that. There's a lucky shot. That Bender came steaming out. He ran right into the path of that. Looks good, but yeah, pure luck. There's Entropy hanging around at the barrier. Gonna jump in here. This looked like it could have turned out well, but we lost the center right as I came in. All I managed to do here was salvage this Bender, and I'm not gonna hold on to it for long because there's gonna be a blue Paladin coming through here. Yep, there he is, heading for center. Should have backed up myself here. Instead, I decided to go forward and just lose it. But probably just as well, because that puts me back here, and I'm the only one here, so saving the day there at least. Kept the blue orb from capping our prime. That might have been the end of the game right there. Still 100 to 100, rather amazingly at this point. I'm gonna lose this. I should have noticed that that tank shot coming across my that flew across, because that would have told me that this tank was hanging out in this alley. Actually, I probably did know it. I had the intention of taking him out with this Bender, but screwed up, ran into the barrier, and that leaves me a sitting duck for when he turns his turret around.
Attack the tank.
Once again, a little slow at jumping out. He took me out with his splash damage. Rest of the team's gonna save us here by taking the enemy prime. That's gonna put that tank offside. We're gonna finish him off because he's got no support back there.
Attack the tank node.
And now it's definitely turning our way. We still got the barrier up here, but I'm gonna get in here and put a lot of fire on that Bender up there. He's finally gonna move out of the way, and then I'm gonna move into a defensive position, try to hold on to the prime. And there are some blue people in here trying to be a nuisance. Took out Asmus with the orb. And I'm just gonna do a suicide on this Paladin, take him out. Not a big deal. Let's see, still a few attackers. Just a guy on foot. He won't last long. Yeah, there we got him. Get this guy.
Blue core is secure.
And the node's down. So at this point, this is getting a little bit dramatic. Gotta get this guy. Yeah, there we go. Put a little fire on that. Doing very well here. Just healing up vehicles, securing the prime. We've got a Scorpion on the deck. That's all you need. Killing one guy here. Would have liked to get the other one. Got the other one, but he had an arrow.
Attack the tank node.
Blue orb sitting on the ground. That's a good place for it. As long as we hang on to the prime, they can't do nothing with it. I'm going to try to get this Bender off into the prime, but there is a certain kind of person that likes to hang around the likely route of incoming vehicles and just suicide them like that. I've seen one or two people pull shit like that on Flood too. They are on Flood. I saw just earlier tonight. I don't think it was that same player, but he'd basically like to sit in the Viper or right around the corner and wait for somebody to pick up the orb and just jump out and squish him.
The tank node.
You know, like a surprise. Some people look down on that kind of thing. They consider it camping. You know, I think it's fair enough. Now, when they jump behind the core, and when they jump behind the core on this level, I think that's a little out. I think that's a little outre, but you can get them even back there.
The enemy prime node.
I'm in position.
Here we go. First, I'm getting into a defensive position here because I figure the center's going to go down. I see the orb there, and somebody's got to get it. Oh, it might be me that's supposed to get out and get it. So I'm going to jump out and get that.
Attack the enemy prime node.
All right. And now this is gonna. Oh, this could have been so beautiful. I mean, this was almost an epic orb run here. I was just doing so great, just killing everybody that comes up against me. I mean, normally I would think, yeah, dodging rockets, dodging the Scorpion, killing the guys coming after me. Oh God, this is so great. And even having enough sense not to fire at the Scorpion so as to not clue him in that I'm right there, and then just as I get there, the center goes down. One more second I would have had that. Either the center went down or the blue guy with the orb was covering it, and I assumed the center went down and jumped off the platform, but works out the same way either way. I would have gotten killed about a second later if I'd stayed up there, so if I'd have capped right there, that would have made my day, definitely. Okay, well, we do. It looks like we are secure. Yeah, we're definitely secure on the center now. We got this tank up here. That's Ginger's suicide, and she's gonna hold this down for us. And I think she probably will hang back enough here so she doesn't lose that tank.
Attack the enemy prime.
Try to give her a little bit of support to kill this guy, or at least drive him back. Drive around this way in case a mana or something shows up. There's fire on the prime, and the prime is down, and now I do want her to move forward, so I'm going to subtly communicate by shooting at her.
Defend the tank node.
But it doesn't matter, we got it. I'm going to take this thing forward, kill this guy, and 100 to 100, but by the time I get there, yeah, look at that thing go down. I'm gonna get there just in time to help finish off the core. That's it.
Flawless victory.
Yeah, we do definitely have the advantage there. I'll post the Flood match one next time. Have a good.